This ratchet wrench was part of my recent Facebook Marketplace haul. I was attracted to the design of the forging. I was happy to find the ratchet mechanism operational, since there did not seem to be a way to disassemble the wrench. Under the patina, I found number 3202 on one side and Chicago, USA, along with a patent number on the other side. The patent was awarded to McNaught and Peterson of Duro Metal Products. However, the 3202 part number seemed to be associated with Indestro. I consulted alloyartifacts.org and found that the two companies were intertwined. Indestro got its start in Chicago in the 1920s, manufacturing the Sure Seal bottle capper. Duro Metal Products was founded in 1916, also in Chicago. One of the original founders was Norris McNaught, the same McNaught on the patent for my wrench. Duro was known early on for the Lilly hoist controller and a letterograph rapid lettering instrument. By the late 1920s, it was clear that the internal combustion engine and the automobile were here to stay, and both Duro and Indestro began producing socket sets and wrenches for the automotive service market. According to Alloy Artifacts, the two companies came under the same ownership in 1933. In the 1930s, Duro and Indestro became suppliers to Sears Roebuck, Western Auto, and Montgomery Ward. Some tools were marked Duro built, others marked Indestro, and others, like my ratchet wrench, were left mostly unmarked to serve as house brands. It wasn't until the 1960s that the two brand names were merged into Duro Indestro. The company finally closed in 1990. The 1933 patent also shows how this wrench is made. The two side plates are held by deforming the forging once the ratchet mechanism is installed. The little hole on the one side plate is an oil hole. I flooded the mechanism several times with WD-40 to flush out any loose dirt and rust and to provide lubrication. I wasn't sure what kind of plating was on the handle. I did not want to create a bunch of poisonous dust in my shop, so I opted to wet sand with WD-40. I started with a coarse grit and worked my way down to finer grits. I used a file to smooth out the forging seams on the sides of the handle. Once I got the wrench sanded smooth, I polished it with the buffing wheel. So here's the finished wrench. I mixed a sort of muted flat light blue color for the handle. There's something about the combination of polished steel and light blue that appeals to me. This wrench would have originally come with a square adapter for use with standard half-inch drive sockets. I'll have to keep an eye out for one of these at the flea markets. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. My family and I took a trip to the Duluth Trading Company store in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. I had heard that there is a pretty cool vintage tool display at the back of the store. The display was impressive. I'm not sure if every Duluth Trading Company store has this type of display, but I would definitely recommend walking through the King of Prussia store if you are ever in the area.